Next is Mr. Jason Gibson, our favorite arena football coach, representing the Columbus Lions with an update on the Lions community programs. Coach, what we'll do is you've got 5 minutes on the public agenda, and I'll try to give you a signal when you get to 1 minute. And then if we don't get through, or then you're welcome to come back at the end of the clerk's agenda for an additional 3 minutes. All right. Just state your name and your address, please, sir.
Jason Gibson. I'm the head coach, director of operations for the Columbus Lions. I wanted to say, first of all, thank you for having me here. I know time is valuable for everybody. I'm going to try to cram 15 years into 5 minutes best I can. If I get loud, it's my coach coming out because I'm passionate about the team. I'm passionate about the community. So can we go back one clip on the slide? I don't think I hit it. There we go. No, I need to. No. Which one? There we go. Real quick, and I'm gonna go fast. And if I talk fast, I apologize. I wanted to give a State of the Union of what we've done over the last 15 years. Sometimes we don't get it out enough. This is our 14th season, 127 wins. We've had over 300,000 people attend our games, 13 playoff appearances, 3 national championships, and 11 Player of the Year nominees. People don't know, we're one of the longest running tenured arena teams in the country. It's something I'm proud of. When I came here 15 years ago, it was supposed to be a one and done, get this on my resume, move on to the NFL. The community changed that. A pretty girl from Phoenix City changed that too. But so we've been here for that long, and we're well known and well respected. When you talk arena football in the country, the word Columbus Lions comes up, and I'm proud to be part of it. But also, what's made us great is our fan base. Recently, in a poll in 2018, our arena was voted the hardest place to play in the country. I thought that was a tremendous honor for us. And you're talking about competing against the Orlandos, the Jacksonvilles, the North Carolinas, the Arizonas, and for our community and our building, which I'm proud of, to be voted #1. I mean, it's a tough place to play. As you can see the fans, some pictures of the games. A friend of mine leaning over the wall, giving one of the players a good talking, telling him how much he really liked them. But it's a great place to play. Also, you know, we've got 5 local owners that have local businesses. That's important. That's important to me. It's important to this community that our owners put this team together. We've been here for going on 15 years, and we have never finished in the black. Now, I don't know a business in Columbus that's going to say that they would still be in business 15 years and continue to write checks. And I asked them why one day. You know, luckily for me, I still have a job, but basically for them was it makes Columbus a better place. It's our way to give back the community that's been good to us. It's our chance to give back to the community, to provide some economic development, provide people with jobs, but also when the chamber goes out and says, okay, why does this big business want to come to Columbus? What do you have in Columbus to offer me to bring my business to Columbus to bring jobs? Well, we got professional hockey. We got professional baseball. We got professional football. We have the NIM. We have the Springer. The list goes on and on. So I'm proud of that, and I'm proud to be part of that in what makes Columbus great. The next thing is, and I'm going quick, is the caliber of players we bring in. When I recruit players, my main thing is the role models for the kids and what kind of people they are. Currently, we have 12 players that are 12 current players and former players that are in Muskogee County school districts or Russell County school districts as coaches, as teachers, or as athletic directors. And when I recruit players to come here and I tell them, and it's hard to compete against the bigger markets. We're the smallest market in our league in the country. And one of the things that I tell them is about Columbus is the opportunities that I can present to you after football. You're all not going to make it to the NFL. That's reality. But it's a great place to be. It's a great community. And then we try to get them involved. I think the players that I bring in are great role models. As they come in, they try to relocate them here. And I've got 2 examples of 2 guys. Jeremy Gray played for him a couple of years ago. He's the Alabama House of Representatives for District, I think that's 83, out of Opelika. And Jeremy played for me for 3 years. Great young man. He's moving on. And obviously the guy is Damian Daniels, Shaw grad. And I still remember meeting Damian at a free agent tryout at 5'9", 175 pounds. And I said, something is special about this guy. 15 years later, now arena football has been around for 40 years. And that 5'9" guy out of Shaw from Columbus, Georgia, is the all-time interception leader in the history of the game. No one's ever done it more. He's got 123 interceptions. in 12 years. And ironically, the official behind him who started officiating Columbus Lions games back when the arena still had the white paint 15 years ago was now one of the Lions judge in the NFL, and he did some of the games last weekend, or 2 weekends ago. So I'm proud of the players we bring in. I'm proud of what they do. Also, it's created opportunities for the players. We had an opportunity to, I got a phone call from Game Changing Films. That's a production company out of Atlanta. They do Waterboy, Friday Night Lights. Every football movie you've seen, most of them, this crew is involved in the football production of it. And I happened to know somebody who knew somebody. He said, "Coach, do you have any players?" We wound up going up there. I took about 4 or 5 players, and we wound up shooting 3 episodes of Necessary Roughness for USA Network, which was fantastic. But what happened was they did such a great job that now, every time there's a movie, our players are still coming on. So we were able to do safety with Disney, and we also got players right now. They're filming the Kurt Warner movie, Underdog, in Oklahoma City. Fort Benning Doughboys, we did that. We've done that for 6 or 7 years. Our owner was fortunate enough to bring that here for us. We volunteered our coaching staff. We volunteered all of our equipment. We brought everything to Fort Benning. That was a phenomenal event. I'm trying to go through the clips for Mayor Henderson gave me the 1-minute shot. The Doughboys hadn't been around for a long time. The gentleman on the right of the screen was actually the original players from the Doughboys. They had a chance to enjoy that game. It's been a great partnership with Fort Benning as we continue through that. Actually, John Hargrove, one of our owners, was instrumental in bringing Fox Sports for Veterans Day to Fort Benning. That was a huge experience. And then on the picture on the right, every year until, unfortunately, Golden Corral closed the doors, we participated and we were servers for the community for Veterans Day for the soldiers. And we did the Turkey Bowl as well. We always did pros versus Joes, and the soldiers never beat us, but it was close. My pride and joy, real quick, before I finish up and get out of here, is our youth program. I've been doing this for 14 years, and what really made me want to do a youth program is, one, I wanted to show off our building. I thought the Civic Center was beautiful. I think it's a great opportunity to bring people into the building, show what we have, but also there's a lot of really good young coaches in this community, CYF, River City, that have something to value to give to our kids. And I felt, was it not only important to coach them in the fall for fall football, but why not start a spring league? So now they're getting double the mentorship. And it's provided, as you look, Cradle number 3, Carver High School grad. He's down on the bottom in the yellow. I think he just signed with FAI or down in Florida Atlantic, went to Carver. Obviously, Daniel's working the top up top. But now we've elevated that to a flag league as well inside the building, which is co-ed, so we can get the boys and girls on the field at the same time. We also do a high school all-star game, which is a great opportunity because not everybody's a 5-star recruit. Everybody's just put on a hat on signing day. This offers a chance for players to be able to get one more chance to get a look going into their college career. It's been a great event. We're coming back with it this year, and we're working on bringing that back for the program. And lastly is this young man, Marcus Wright. I don't want to embarrass him, and I've already got his permission to say this, but I met Marcus. He was a extremely overweight 8-year-old kid sitting in those stands eating nachos, and I wish I had that picture so I could show you. And he was a single mom. They were struggling. I asked him to be my ball boy. And so over the years, he continued, as you see him progressing, and he was a ball boy through the games. He continued to Jordan High School. He just graduated from West Point last week. It's a tremendous story. And our owner, John Hargrove, had a tremendous say in that. He had offers from Southern California, but with John's influence with the military and with West Point, we were able to kind of sway him, and he chose West Point. And then, matter of fact, last Thursday night, he won the Henry O. Flipper Award. Henry O. Flipper, for everybody's not familiar, was the first African American to graduate from West Point, and it is one of the highest distinguished honors you can receive, as far as the Henry O. Flipper is the highest qualities of leadership, self-discipline, and perseverance. And that award was awarded to Marcus. And I look at him, he called me. He called me before the award to thank me. And, somebody did it for me a long time ago. So I wanted to do that for him. And
Jason, I hate to stop.
So he is starting an award for He's starting a scholarship back at Jordan High School, coming back. But I know we're limited on time. There's a lot more I can't cram into 15 years, but it's been 15 years of great family fun in football. I look forward to 15 more and being part of this community and doing everything I can.
Now, let me say that we really should have brought you in for an update on the mayor's agenda and just given you about 10 or 15 minutes, right, because the impact that I think that arena football has had, but certainly the owners who have really come out of their pockets to provide this entertainment for the community and for the region, not just for Columbus. And then, two, the commitment that you've displayed in building a team that, I mean, yeah, they win, and it makes it fun, but they're good young men, too. And that is reflective of the leadership in that organization. So, Councilor Woodson wanted to say something.
Yes, Jason, thank you for coming before us and giving us an update on all the great things that your organization is doing. But the mayor did point on it. You have so much good information that we're not aware of that would have been interested longer. So I would ask you to either come back on the mayor's agenda or maybe on the city manager's agenda as an update and finish your presentation because I'm interested. It was really good information that you provided, especially the story, and we don't hear that a lot in our community. When a child or an individual is impacted just because of one person. All it takes is one person to make a difference. And I'm pretty sure that people that are watching it today, you've impacted their lives. You have encouraged other children, other people to believe in themselves because you never know who's looking. So I ask of you today to please get with our mayor or our city manager and come back and elaborate a little bit more on some of the things that you and your team are doing, because that's a great impact. That's a really community service. That's really you giving back to the many citizens that take their hard-earned money to entertain themselves and their family, but yet they're getting more than just a game. They're getting a friendship, they're getting education, they're getting a program. So God bless you, your team, and your family, and thank you for not just filling your resume, staying in Columbus, Georgia, and being part of our community. In behalf of District 7, which you're in, I say thank you, and my heart goes out to you, and my prayers to you and your family.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. City Manager?
Thank you, Mayor, and to Jason and Columbus Lions, want to join the others in congratulating you and thanking you for what you're doing and will continue to do in Columbus, Georgia, and building those partnerships and relationships even outside of the CCG. But I was, Mayor, and to Councilor Woodson, I was just saying to Deputy City Manager Lisa Goodwin that, yeah, this should have been where we had the Civic Center director to come and be with Jason because they operate out of the Civic Center as one of our anchor tenants and partners, and then you could have had as much time as you need. And but I just said to her, in the future, if there's an organization, whether it's baseball or something with Parks and Rec, if they're going to come, not get on public agenda, they should come with the Parks and Rec director and let them introduce them and talk about the partnership, and then turn it over to them to talk about what they're doing. And likewise with Jason, if Rob Landers would do the same, and then we can make sure that you get the just the time that you need to tell the citizens what's going on, because we need them to know. Right. And you've tried to do that today, so thank you for being here.
And I think what may be a good idea is maybe to just have an update, because folks have no clue of the impact on sports on this community, and not just the professional sports, but also the sports council and some of the youth sports that comes in here, and that's probably one of the largest economic drivers we have in this community. So perhaps at the next work session, scheduled meeting, maybe we can just do an update on what professional and amateur sports means to this community, because I do think people should know. And from a shameless plug perspective, it's a heck of an entertainment venue. We've gone to the Lions games a bunch, and when I hear young people say there's nothing to do, I said, man, it's one of the least expensive tickets in town to go in there. And if for some reason you don't like the football that they play, you can hang out with your buddies. You've got a place indoors to get out of the way. It's just a great product, and it'll suck you in too. If you go one time, you're going to want to go again.
Thank you. God bless.
Thank you, Jason.